Module 3, Unit 3, Sneak Peek into the Micro-Credentials Landscape. Massive Open Online Courses, MOOC, and MOOC-supported micro-credentials, the trending feature in education and lifelong learning which becomes bigger and bigger. The term MOOC refers to online courses offered by an educational institute which are open to the world and where learners can take courses without the need of being formally registered as students at the respective institution, as defined by the European Union. In the late 2021, there are more than 1,500 micro-credentials and almost 20,000 courses offered. Higher education institutions were the main MOOC providers. In 2021, the trend turned towards non-academic providers, spearheaded by big players in the tech world like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, but also providers offering non-academic courses and credentials like Coursera and edX, US-based, and FutureLearn, UK-based. Approximately 75% of the micro-credential subjects are in the field of business and the field of technology. Micro-credentials are offered by large platforms around the world like Coursera, edX, Udacity, FutureLearn, and others, and come with the names of all sorts. Specializations, professional certificates, micro-bachelors, micro-master, nano-degrees, professional certificates, programs, etc. Several European universities are offering programs that can be considered within the scope of micro-credentials. However, they never or rarely use the term micro-credential when referring to them. Platforms for digital learning and micro-credentials supported by governments. France Universitaire Numérique launched in 2013, offering online courses from French universities and other providers, 1,300 MOOCs in collaboration with 140 providers. EduOpen, established by the Italian government in 2016, offers stackable credentials leading to diploma and master programs. Campus 2, National Digital Learning Platform of Israel, offering courses and academic credit from higher universities in Israel. Notable brand platforms from the private sector. Large players, mostly coming from the technology industry like Google, Amazon, LinkedIn, are offering digital learning and credentials which introduce the concept of tailored to company needs, knowledge and skills. Contrary to higher education institutions and other education providers from the private sector, these companies offer training on their own technologies, moving, however, fast into a wider approach which goes beyond their interests, services, and inputs. The Australian case, an inspiring initiative towards the full exploitation of micro-credential in education, lifelong learning, and the labour market. In mid-2021, the Universities Admission Centre of Australia has joined forces with the Australian government to build a full-blown micro-credentials market at national level. Although similar barriers with those in the case of Europe are observed, tension and challenges regarding recognition aspects for micro-credentials, the Australian case might offer a viable solution towards exploiting micro-credentials in a concerted effort among all stakeholders involved based on the following assumptions and suggestions. The development of a respective body among higher educational institutions according to the format of UAC, the newly introduced European Universities Initiatives, could be a starting point. The provision of the EU fund to build a one-stop shop for the European micro-credentials landscape involving the public, the private, and the third sector of economy. The provision of training and support to educational organizations, higher educational institutions, employers, in order to understand the concept of microcredentials in the wider certification landscape and as coupled with their own role in education and the market. Thank you for your attention. You can visit the project's website at www.discovet.eu.